So let's start with finding out AB. So in the right angle triangle ABC, hypotenuse BC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Okay, now you put the value of AC. AC is 12K, you know. AB you have to find out. AB is the base and BC is 5K whole square. Which is 144K square is equal to AB square plus 25K square. So that means 144K square minus 25K square must be equal to AB square. Okay, so AB so this is okay, perpendicular by base. I am wrong. I have taken it wrongly. This is not 12K. This should be 12K because see base is 12. So this should be 12K and this is 5K. So perpendicular and base are given. We have to find out the hypotenuse. Okay, so let's put it here. That means AB square is 12K whole square and BC square is 5K whole square, which is 144K square plus 69K square. And this is 25K square, which is equal to 169K square. So therefore AC is square root of 169K square, which is equal to square root of 13K whole square, which is equal to 13K. Okay, so that means this is 12, this is 5, this is 13K. So now we have got all the sides of a right angle triangle. Now what do we need to find? We need to find this sin A plus cos A by 2 cos A minus sin A. So first we find out sin A and cos A both and then put the values here. Okay, so let's find out sin A. Sin A is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. Perpendicular here is BC and hypotenuse here is AC. So perpendicular is 5K, hypotenuse is 13K. So this cancels, so you simply get 5 by 13. Cos A is base by hypotenuse. In the figure, if you see base here is AB. AB by AC. AB here is 12K, right? 12K by 13K. So you cancel, you get 12 by 13. So once you get sin A by cos A, what is the value that you have to find out? You have to find out the value of sin A plus cos A divided by 2 cos A minus sin A. Now put the values here. The value of sin A we have got above 5 by 13. Value of cos A we have got 12 by 13. And by twice cos A is 12 by 13 minus sin A is 5 by 13. Okay, so you take the LCM above 5 plus 12 by 13. And here you get 24 by 13 minus 5 by 13. So you get here 17 by 13 by 24 minus 5 by 13, which is equal to 17 by 13. This is 19 by 13. So these 13 gets cancelled. You simply get 17 by 19. That's your answer. Any question?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
Now, the next problem is a very interesting problem. As I told you, the next problem can be done in two ways. Okay, so, because two-way second method that I will show you will be from the next part, that is which we have not discussed, standard angles. Okay, but I'll just give you a glimpse of how we can do it in the second way. Okay, once we start with the next part, which is standard angles, then we can revisit this problem. Okay, and see how it can be done. But both the methods I'm going to show you. The first here, method one. This is the usual method that we have been doing. Okay, so given here is sine theta is equal to cos theta. If sine theta is equal to cos theta, then you can write sine theta by cos theta is equal to 1. And what is sine theta by cos theta? It's tan theta. We've got tan theta is equal to 1. So now we draw the right angle triangle. Take angle B as 90 degree. So this obviously becomes your hypotenuse. Okay, and you can take this angle as your theta. You can take this angle also, no problem. Any angle you can take. If you take the other angle, this angle, then obviously BC will be a perpendicular. But since I've taken angle C as theta, this will be a perpendicular. And this will be a base. Okay, so that means perpendicular by base is equal to 1. And what is the perpendicular? AB. Base is BC is equal to 1. I say let AB is equal to K and BC is equal to K. Okay, so this is K, this is K. So I can find out the hypotenuse from Pythagoras theorem in the right angle triangle ABC. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AB and BC both are equal to K. So this is equal to K square plus K square, which is 2K square. Therefore, what is AC? AC is square root of 2K square, which you can write this as 2K square can be written as root 2K square, right? So now you have a square within a radical. So you can simply write this as root 2K. Okay, so this is root 2K. Fine. We've got all the sides. Now what do we have to find? We have to find the value of 2 tan square theta plus sine square theta. So let's tan theta value you already know, right? So as above, tan theta is equal to 1, right? And what else you have to find out? You have to find out sine theta. Let's find out sine theta. Sine theta is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. Perpendicular here is AB and base here, hypotenuse here is AC. What is the length of AB? AB is K and AC is root 2K. So these two cancel. You simply get 1 by root 2. So what is the value that you have to find here? You have to find 2 tan square theta plus sine square theta minus 1. So let's write it. Therefore, 2 tan square theta plus sine square theta minus 1 is equal to 2. Tan theta is equal to 1. Put it here. 1 square. Plus sine theta we have found 1 by root 2 square minus 1. So this is 2 into 1 plus half minus 1. Equal to 2 plus half minus 1. Now you can take the LCM. 4 plus 1 minus 2, which is 5 minus 2 by 2, which is equal to 3 by 2. And that's your answer. 3 by 2 should be your answer. Clear with this? Or any question you have? This was method 1. I'll show you another method. In fact, I can show you a third method also for this. But 2 methods will be sufficient. Is this method clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then we move on to the second method, which is actually a method that is concerns your next chapter. Okay. So In fact, we don't even need a right angle triangle for this method. Method 2. Given sin theta is equal to cos theta. That means tan theta is equal to 1. Or let's say sin theta by cos theta is equal to 1, just as we had done previously. That means tan theta is equal to 1. Now you will see that there are certain standard values of angles. Okay, like tan 0 is 0, tan 30 is 1 by root 3. Okay, you have to learn this up. Okay, I'm just writing it for you for the time being. Tan 45 is 1. Tan 60 is root 3, and tan 90 is infinity. Okay, these values you'll be learning up very soon. Okay, that is once you finish this chapter, I'll give you a chart to learn. The chart is also there in the textbook. So what you can do is you can write tan theta is equal to, now you see tan 45 is equal to 1. So you can replace 1 here by tan 45. Okay, so you get theta is equal to 45. Now remember, we do not cancel tan. Okay, it does not mean that we cancel tan. You will not cancel tan. Tan theta is equal to tan 45 simply means theta is equal to 45. Tan theta is equal to tan 45 simply means theta is equal to 45. No cancellation. There is no question of cancellation. Because in the beginning only I told you tan theta does not mean tan into theta. Okay, so theta is 45 here. So what is there we have to find out? So therefore we have to find out the value of 2 tan square theta plus sine square theta minus 1. Okay, so which is 2 tan theta square plus sine theta square minus 1. Twice, what is the value of theta we have got here? 45 degree. Put the value. Tan 45 degree plus sine 45 degree minus 1. Okay, this is also square. Now tan 45, the standard value is here. Tan 45 is how much? 1. Put it here. 2 into 1 square plus. Now sine 45 is also a standard value. These are the list of values of sine. Sine 0 is 0. Sine 30 is half. Sine 45 is 1 by root 2. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. And sine 90 is 1. These are the standard values of sine. Okay, so sine 45 here, how much do you see? 1 by root 2. So put it here. Minus 1. That's it. You will get this as 3 by 2 as simplified earlier. Clear with this? You will be able to do this only if you learn up the chart, if you learn up the standard values. Okay, and third method I will not show you because that method is third method is from 2 lines. Only in 2 lines you can do. Any question? Okay, no question. You can hear me properly? It's raining outside.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
let's do the next problem then. Number 13. Now these are 1 line problems. Okay, prove the following. Sin theta cot theta is equal to cos theta. You start from the left hand side. LHS is equal to sin theta cot theta. Now you know that cot is from the quotient relations. Cot is cos by sine, right? So cos theta by sine theta. So here you can cancel sine theta and you get cos theta, which is equal to your RHS. And that is proof. This is 2 line problem. Okay. So it's an easy problem. 13.2. No triangles needed in all these problems. These are called identity problems. You have to prove certain identity. Okay, identity problems. Okay, you will be doing this in detail in the next class, class 10. Next is you need to show sine square theta by cos theta plus cos theta is equal to 1 by cos theta. So to start from the left hand side. Sine square theta divided by cos theta plus cos theta. Okay, we want to prove that this is equal to 1 by cos theta. Okay, so you take the LCM. Cos theta. So you have sine square theta only, and plus you have cos theta into cos theta. I'm sure all of you know how to take the LCM by now. Sine square theta plus cos square theta. In fact, you can add one more step here by saying cos theta into cos theta is cos theta whole square divided by cos theta. So this is sine square theta plus cos square theta divided by cos theta. And you know sine square plus cos square from square relations. What do you know? Sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. It's equal to 1 by cos theta is equal to RHS. That is what you had to prove. Clear? Any question?
No, sir.
Okay.
Next question is a very interesting problem, and you need a little bit of patience for this question. Okay. Let's see what the question. Let's first draw the figure. Then we'll see what the question reads. This is the figure that is given to you. This length is given to be 5 units. No unit is given, centimeter, meter, nothing is given. Only 5 and 12. So you simply say units, 5 units, 12 units. Okay, now we shall read the problem once you have drawn the diagram. In the figure given below, ABC is a right angle triangle. Okay, fine. We can see it is right angled at B. And BD is perpendicular to AC. That also we can see. It is already marked. BD is perpendicular to AC. Question is, find cos of angle CBD. Cos of angle CBD. Which one is angle CBD? Let me mark it in color. This is angle CBD, right? You need to find the cos of this angle. Fine. So we see this right angle triangle here. What lengths do we know? We only know the hypotenuse of this, which is your 5. BC is the hypotenuse. We don't know the perpendicular and the base, but we can calculate the perpendicular and the base. Okay, how do we calculate? There's a small technique here. See that area of, we calculate the area. Area of triangle ABC is half into base into height. Here the base is, you can take anyone as the base. You can either take AB as the base or BC as the base. Let's take AB as the base, and height you take as BC. So half into AB here is 12, BC here is 5. Okay, so you cancel this, you get 30 square units. This is the area of this triangle. Also, area of triangle ABC. Now we have considered AB as the base and BC as the height. This time, if I consider this as the base, this will become my height, right? This I showed you in back in class 8 only. If I consider this as my base, then this will become my height. Yes, did I mention this when you were in class 8, mensuration?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Half into base into height, which is equal to half. Base here is AC and height here is BD. Okay, but the length of AC we don't know. Okay, so we'll find out the length of AC by Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so we say in the right angle triangle, ABC, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AB is 5, BC is 12, which is equal to 25 plus 144, which is equal to 169. That means AC is root 169, which is equal to root over of 13 square, which is 13 units. Okay, let's write 13 so that we know. So this entire length is 13. Now look here, area of triangle ABC, what is? We have got the length of AC here, so we can find out. Therefore, area of triangle ABC is equal to half into AC into BD. Put the value here. How much is AC we have got? 13, right? Into BD. BD we don't know. Okay. But what you see here is area of triangle. How much have we got? 30 square units. And area by this, by taking AC as the base, how much have we got? This. Therefore, they must be equal. Therefore, half into 13 into BD must be equal to 30, isn't it? That means you get 13 into BD is equal to 30 into 2. That means BD, 13 BD is equal to 60. That means BD is equal to 60 by 13. So I've got the length. How much have we got the length of BD? This length we have got 60 by 13. Now coming back to this right angle triangle, BCD. In this, what do we know? We know the hypotenuse, we know the base, right? We need to calculate the perpendicular DC. So now we shall apply Pythagoras theorem in this right angle triangle. So in the right angle triangle BCD, which one is my hypotenuse? BC, right? So BC square is equal to, which one is my base? See the red marked angle here. Which one should I take the base here? I should take the base as BD, right? You can take any one while applying Pythagoras theorem actually. It's only when in trigonometry you have to see which one is the base, which one is the perpendicular. Anyway, so BD, we have taken the perpendicular as CD and base as BD. So this is CD square, perpendicular square plus base square. And we have to find out the length of CD, right? So let's find out CD. Put it here. BC, how much do we see in the figure? BC, you see the length was given to be 5 units. So put it here, 5 square. BD, we have found out how much? 60 by 13 square plus CD square. So let's find out CD square from here. That means 25 is equal to 60 square is 3600, 13 square is 169 plus CD square. That means 25 minus 3600 divided by 169 is equal to CD square. That means CD square, take the LCM here only, no problem. Take the LCM 169. So you get 25 into 169 minus 3600 is equal to CD square. 25 into 169 is 4225 minus 3600 divided by 169 is equal to CD square. That means how much is CD square? 4225 minus 3600 will give you 625 divided by 169. So therefore, CD is equal to square root of 625 divided by 169, which is equal to square root of 25 by 13 whole square, which is equal to 25 by 13. So we have got the length of CD also. So let's write it. How much have we got this? We have got the length of this to be 25 by 13. Fine. What is left? AD. This length is left. But AD is how much? This entire length is 13. So therefore, this is 13 minus 25 by 13. Therefore, AD is equal to 25 minus 25 by 13. Right? This entire length was how much? 13, sorry. This is 13 minus 25 by 13. 13 minus 25 by 13. Now you take the LCM once again. You get 13 into 13, which is 13 square minus 25, which is equal to 169 minus 25 divided by 13, which is equal to 144 divided by 13. So we've got the length of AD also. AD, how much have we got? 144 by 13. So this length we have got 144 by 13 units. Now we have got all the lengths. What is the first question here? We have to find cos of angle CBD. Cos of this red marked angle. Cos angle CBD. What is cos? Base by hypotenuse. Now we shall see from the figure which one is my base. See the red marked angle here? Opposite to the red marked angle will be a perpendicular. So this is my perpendicular. So this becomes my base. The base is BD. Hypotenuse is BC. The BD by BC. Okay, and how much have we got the length of BD? BD we have got the length here 60 by 13 and hypotenuse is 5. Clearly this is 60 by 13 divided by 5. So this is 60 by 13 into 5, which is 60 by 65. You can cancel this. 12 by 13. Cos of angle CBD. Any question till this part? Any confusion anywhere?
No, sir.
Then we move on to the next part of this question, which is cot angle ABD. Now for cot, you need to find out tan, right? Once you know tan, you just take the reciprocal of tan to find out cot. Let's take tan of angle ABD. But look at the angle. Which angle is here? Let me mark this in green. ABD. This is the angle that we're talking about. Okay. So if this is the angle that we are talking about, then which one should be our perpendicular and which should be our base? This obviously becomes our perpendicular, side AD, and base becomes this. No, this is a hypotenuse. Base becomes the other one. That is, this one becomes our base, this side, and this is our perpendicular. Okay. So let's find out tan. Tan of angle ABD is equal to perpendicular by base. Perpendicular here is AD. Base here is BD. Side AD by BD. Now let's see what are the lengths. Length of AD here is, we have found out AD, right? How much is AD? 144 by 13. And how much is BD? BD length 60 by 13. This cancels. You get 144 by 60. Now will this cancel with anything? 6, I think it will cancel. 2, 4, 10. It will further cancel. You can cancel with 2. So 12 by 5. That is it. Fine. Any question you have on based on this problem? Any confusion anywhere? No?
No, sir.
Very interesting problem, and sometimes may get a little lengthy and twisted also. You need to be very careful with your calculations and very careful with the angles that you are considering. Okay, which one is the perpendicular, which one is the base. Fine. So I'll stop here.